Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain about the purpose of writing, which is included in an introductory paragraph, a formal and semi-formal letter. So, what is purpose of writing? What we are being asked to write about in the question. As displayed on the screen, it can be explained in numerous ways. Purpose of writing stands for aim of writing. What is the aim? What is the base or core of writing? What is the reason of writing a letter to the recipient? The purpose of writing also means why are we writing the letter? What is the reason that we have to write the letter? Last but not the least, it may also stand for what are you communicating? So, as I have mentioned earlier, letter is a mode of communication. So, what is the base of that communication? There are numerous purposes of writing, but in this IELTS exam in writing session, you will be asked one of the 6 purposes of writing, which I'm going to explain now. It begins with apology, complaint, explanation, information, request, and suggestion. Let's begin with the explanation of these types of purpose of writing. The very first purpose of writing is an apology. When you are being asked to write a letter to apologize for your behavior or something you have done or you are doing in the future, it stands for a regretful acknowledgement. The example of the same is as follows. You are having a graduation party next Friday night. You have invited 60 people to celebrate an outdoor barbecue evening, which may continue till late night. Write a letter to your elderly neighbor. In your letter, explain what will be happening, offer your apologies in advance, and invite him or her to join the celebration. So it's clear from this example that you are being asked to apologize for an event that is about to happen in the future. In this purpose of writing, you may start your formal and semi-formal letter as, please accept my apologies for, or I am sorry that, whatever the reason you're being asked to write about. Whereas in an informal letter, you can just start as, I am very sorry about. The second purpose of writing is complaint. When you are being asked to write a letter of a complaint, you are asked to complain about some unsatisfactory material that you bought, or there has been a situation which is not acceptable to you. An example of a complaint letter is, you have been living in a rental apartment for the past year. Recently, a new neighbor moved in who has loud parties several times a week. Write a letter complaining about this issue to your landlord. In your letter, explain the situation, describe why it bothers you, suggest a solution. So, in this letter, you are given a hint that this is going to be a complaint letter. In this purpose of writing, in all the 3 forms of letter, you can begin the letter as I am afraid of, or I am afraid that. Lastly, you can also begin the letter as I am uncomfortable about. The next purpose of writing is an explanation. When you are being asked to explain about a particular situation or the future arrangements. An example of an explanation letter is, your brother is coming to stay with you. He will be arriving by train in the morning, but you won't be home until evening due to your work. Write a letter to your brother. In your letter, explain the arrangements you have made for him. Tell your brother how to reach home from the train station and say when you will be home. So basically, you are being asked to write a letter to your brother to explain about various scenarios. In this purpose of writing informal and semi-formal letter, you can begin the letter as I would like to elaborate the details of, and in an informal letter, which is going to be in this case, I am providing the details of. Moving ahead to the next purpose of writing, which is an information. When you are being asked about some sort of information in your letter. An example of an information letter is you are going to take a short holiday in Australia and you want to rent a holiday apartment while you are there. Write a letter to the Tourist Information Office. In your letter, explain what you need, say when you plan to be there, and ask for information about prices. So you are being asked to write a letter to a particular office inquiring about the information. In this purpose of writing informal and semi-formal letter, you can begin the letter as what I am looking for is, and in an informal letter, you can begin the letter as I am in need of the type of information. The next form of purpose of writing is a request. In a request letter, you will be asked to further ask the other party for some sort of information or a permission. An example of a request letter is you are studying overseas. You need to return to your home country before the end of the term for a family event. Write a letter to your head of the department. In your letter, request time off, explain why you need to leave early, and reassure him or her that your studies will not suffer. In this purpose of writing a request, in semi-formal and formal letter and in informal letter, you can begin the letter as could you please. When the purpose of writing is a suggestion, it means you are being asked to recommend something, some sort of information. An example of a suggestion letter is you're planning to travel to Australia for your upcoming annual vacation. One of your friends lives in Australia. Write a letter to your friend asking for suggestions. In your letter, explain your travel plans, describe the interesting places you plan to visit, and ask for suggestions for sightseeing options. In formal and in semi-formal letter, you can begin the letter as I would like to suggest that, or in an informal letter, you can also begin the letter as simply saying let's. That was all about the purpose of writing. Thank you for watching my video. For more educational videos, please subscribe to the channel.